Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Leonard Fournette, the ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A handoff to Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Larry Ogunjobi.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun give to Fournette. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard on the play. And it's third down.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Block working out of the gun. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
Johnson on the coverage.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
He was taken down at the 20.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. 43's the mic, 43's the mic. Let's go, D. Big Sears right here, so we got to step it up.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Open man is Switzer, complete. And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
By Denver.
A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Fournette, a first down carry. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
It's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Jonathan Jones.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now Locke. Screen pass to Lindsey. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So first and goal now from the 7-yard line. They'll run with Lindsey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
We're scoreless after one.
With no score.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Here's a give to Fournette. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. Locke taking the snap at 1. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jake Butt, his first touchdown on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
The score, Broncos 7, Steelers 0. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a play fake. Rodgers going up top. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hey, check back 11, check back 11. 30. Hey, check back 11, check back 11. Get this warm up.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Got a man. It's Mims. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Now throwing on first down and completing it. 7 yards, the pickup there.
To Deontay Johnson. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
43-26. Another 50. Hey, you block over here.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
A 2-yard pickup.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
10 at the 37-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Johnson.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now they set up a screen for McFarland. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Shotgun snap to Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And an incomplete pass.
On the keeper.
That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Brings up 2nd.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
43 is the mic, boy. 43.
To throw again, Rodgers. He'll get this one to Switzer. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. I'm here.
Throwing again. Rodgers. Again, he targets Kupp, and this time he's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, check. 43. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Check.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He gets it left side to Johnson. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Rodgers to throw once more. That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Anthony McFarland in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score. Steelers 14, Broncos 7. Chris Boswell to kick off.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The kickoff for Denver.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Second half starts with a run by Dobbins. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Another run here with Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Check Mike 11. Check Mike 11. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Check 26. Check 26. Hey, check 26.
A quick throw caught by Kupp out wide. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and is much more successful as well.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. To throw is Rodgers. Able to connect with Mims. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Here's the 4th-round pick from Maryland, Anthony McFarland. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
The tackle made by...
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
19-yard line.
You can fold it, you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch you hate, watch him learn, can't relate.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
That's the pass. 43 is the mark. Here, Mike. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Number 50.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Second and 5.
Tight down. There you go. Mike, 4. Let's go. Back north. 4, Mike, 4. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Operating from the gun. Rodgers. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. They'll run with Dobbins. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Dobbins, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 6-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. One more time with Dobbins. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Boswell for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Broncos 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Brings up
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
The Bronco ball carrier. Stephon Tuitt on the stop. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Locke. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
On first down, Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on
defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. After the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space, taken down right at the 10. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
43 is the mic. Stay with your man.
From the gun, Rodgers into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
McManus's point after is good, and that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Jerry Tillery. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. On play action, Rodgers. That's into the hands of his running back, McFarland. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Steelers send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now this time, Locke will throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Locke. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They fake the handoff, now lock. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he's got room. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
Steelers.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
That's the score. Steelers 35. Broncos 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Rush in. Rush in. Inside.
Rodgers looking to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Check, 43. There's a party now. 43 is the mic.
To throw again. Rodgers escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Jack 300. Jack 300. 43 is the mic. Hey, let's get this. Get this.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, he gets everything he could into this one. The trajectory's good. It's definitely on line. It just needs a little more oomph behind it. And it'll wind up falling just shy of the crossbar.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Looking to throw again on second down. Locke eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. But now it'll be third down.
Third down and 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Locke working out of the gun. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth.
Covered by Richard Sherman.
A field goal would tie it, but they want more. They're going for it.
Check. Crunch. 61. Matchbox. Light. We got to get this stop here, D. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check. Alpha.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Locke's pass intercepted. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Check Mike 11.
Rodgers throwing here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. He's still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary.